All right, so I got something in the mail. Just arrived this morning. Decided to get these Haiyas. I'm going to say that's Haiyas. I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. Haiyas. These new Paul Rubens. They're supposed to be softer than the regular Paul Rubens that I got. Anyway, I got this set off Amazon, 48 colors. The cost of it to me was $43.90. And as you can see, it's still in its plastic wrap, as I haven't even opened it yet. I thought I would do that for this video. I also, in it, got this little package of stuff. So, got this cool little palette knife, right? Pretty cool. And I got this tape that's branded with Paul Rubens all throughout it. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool looking. All right, so I got that. And also got in it, this little package came with these like cards. I'm just gonna open up this, see what this looks like. It's like 3.5 by 3.5 square cards. Pretty thick material here. Probably can make little poster cards or anything. But that's kind of cool. So I got a little pack of those. And then of course I got the colors here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You guys can explore along with me. I've never seen these before. I've heard some things about them. Someone first mentioned to me on my Patreon site to say to give them a shot because there's something like Senneliers. So anything that is mentioned as something like Senneliers, I'm very interested in. Right, of course it's all in Chinese, so I can't read anything. But it says, Paul Rubens Oil Pastel, let more people like Chinese colors. And it comes in this cool box. All right, let's open this up and see what this is all about. For those of you on my YouTube who have mentioned these as well, thank you. Of course, I'm a sucker for buying artwork, right? Or art supplies, as I can't really help myself. If I can open this damn thing. There we go. Just gotta find a seal. There we go. All right. Let's see what this is all about. Yeah, I just went online actually on my Amazon account and was searching for them and found them. I didn't realize it was going to come with all this stuff. I was like, so that was a nice surprise. I didn't pay attention to that when I made the order. All right. Let's see, it's got a nice box here. All right. Little pamphlet. I guess these are all the colors here. I got the 48 count set, which is this one here. It looks like they even include, have a 72 count here, so that's pretty cool. Of course, everything's in Chinese, so I can't read it. Another little card. Ooh, a little swatch card here you can make. I never do those. I just paint. I never do those. Okay, here they are. Wow. They are cool. Let's just grab one of these. I'm just kind of feeling the softness of them. They're shaped like the Sens are. Sens are, let me grab one of my Sens here. This has got a dull point, but Sens are kind of the same shape. I would say they're almost the same width. I guess these might be slightly wider diameter-wise, and they're about the same length. So now if I touch these two, definitely the Sens feel softer, and as you can see, I can rub this on my finger with the Sens and a lot is coming off. On this one, I'm rubbing it and some's coming off. It just doesn't feel as creamy. So that's just my first touch analysis on it. Let's try another color. Sometimes different colors will give you different feels. This one feels a little bit more softer. Here's a white. Now the Sun White is the master, in my opinion. We'll give that a go. Yeah, so this is nice. It's really pretty. I just love all these colors. Ooh, this one's a greasy one. Yeah, you can actually see the oil almost build up on that tip. It's a very greasy stick. So there definitely some colors seem to be a little bit different than others. That one feels a little bit greasy too. All right, these are nice. I like them so far. First impression is very good. And everything's in Chinese, so I don't even know what colors they're naming. Oh, here it is, pale blue. They call that pale blue, ash blue, indigo light. All right, kind of looks like the Prussian blue I use a lot. There's probably what Prussian blue actually is. Midnight blue for this one. Okay, wow, they're brand new. I can't wait to get them dirty. But you know what? I'm going to do a little test. What I actually am going to do here, let me put this stuff aside, is I got another test page here, and this is on the Arches cold press oil paper. I'm using the smooth side on this one. And I'm going to compare these Haiyas, or Haiyas, whatever, to the regular Paul Rubens, and I'm going to just do a side-by-side comparison between these two and just see what it looks like. Okay? All right, hang on. Okay, so I pulled out just 3 colors, and I try to match them so they're, like, although they're not exactly alike, but they're close. So I got an orange kind of color, got a blue, got a green. I got the same for the Haiyas over here. All right, so let's just try this blue. This is a French ultramarine regular Paul Rubens. Okay, I'm just going to wipe this up, clean this up. So we got a nice, fresh, clean stick there. And let's just rub it on the paper. I just want to see what that feels like. Right, it's a feel thing. Okay. Let's do a second pass this way now. Okay. Now let's use a thumb and spread. Okay. You can see Paul Rubens really do spread well, even the regular ones. They're soft enough that they spread very well. That's one of the things I like about them. All right, there you go. Not bad, very easy to do. Now let's try the Haiya, or the Haiya. Indigo blue is this color. All right, let's put it right next to the regular Paul Rubens. Just see what it feels like. Feels a little thicker to me. All right, let's do it this way as well. I definitely feel they're softer. I can feel a little bit more oil pastel is being put onto the paper. Let's spread this out. Obviously, it's not the exact color as the other one, but it's close. And they do spread very easy, and they do spread nicely. I feel like I can get better coverage with these as far as how much of the white of the paper is covering. And they do have a different feel. There's a little bit more of a stickiness to it than the regular Paul Rubens. These have more of a drier feel. So that's good. They definitely are a little bit more oily, I would say. All right, let's try the orange one. This one's called Permanent Orange Yellow. Okay, got a nice brand new stick. Actually never used this stick. This is the regular Paul Rubens. Okay, so I'm just putting on it just like I did the other ones here. This one feels a little dry as I apply it. I bet you some colors are just different as far as their consistency, right? A lot of brands are like that, depending on the color. I'm trying to get some clean hands so I don't get any blue into that orange, but let's just see if we can spread it. I got a little blue in it. Yeah, this feels very dry. Doesn't spread as well as that blue one did, but I'm able to kind of work it. Just I have to put a little more pressure into that. Okay, very dry, not very oily, not very soft. All right, now let's try the same thing in the Haiyas. This is called bright yellow. Okay, let's just put that in there. Colors are nice. They're nice and vibrant. I like that. Okay, that's about the same as far as coverage goes. Let's kind of push this around. Definitely creamier. Yeah, there is a definite difference between these two amongst the Paul Rubens here. Definitely creamier and thicker, and I can get more of a coverage on the paper with that, as you can tell. All right, let's keep going. Let's do the green here. I'm just going to kind of wipe my hands again. All right, so this one's been used a lot. This is a yellow-green regular Paul Rubens. Try to get it nice and cleaned up here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try the layer on top of itself test, which to me is a critical thing since, you know, I like to layer and put a lot of layers into it. So if it can't do that, I don't like it. Okay, this one's got more resistance to it. This color does. There we go. All right, let's push that in. This definitely feels thicker, maybe a little bit more pastier. My fingers don't glide across. There's definitely friction there, but I can able to move it around, get something down. Okay. Now I'm going to just clean my hands here because I am picking up colors here, and I want to be having clean fingers here. So, you know, I want to make sure it's as honest test as I can make it. All right, it's all a feel thing for me. I gotta feel it. All right. All right, this color is green, yellow, light. Almost the same as this other one here. All right, ooh, it's a little bit, slides across the paper much easier, that's for sure. Definitely feels on the softer end. And you can see just that, how much of that got wiped away. All right. Yes. So I'm feeling a very good consistency amongst the colors here in the Haiyas. They all seem to kind of, the ones I've tested anyways, seem to perform the same. Where I can get good coverage. It's very easy to spread. And as you can see, if we look at these up close, you can see the difference between the two. This is the Haiya. This is the regular Paul Rubens. You can see there's more white in the paper. Same over here, the Haiya is the regular Paul Rubens. That's better. And of course I got better coverage over here, Haiyas and Paul Rubens. Okay, so far 3 out of 3, they're better than the other ones. Now, the big test. Can I layer? All right, that's important for me. I know other people might not work the way I do, but that's fine. Can I layer? Can I put the same brand on top of itself? Okay, we'll try one layer with this green on top of this blue. Ooh, not bad. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Not bad. It does mix in, but that's to be expected. But definitely, you know, if I'm trying to make leaves, I can definitely get a mark. All right, that's a good test right there. All right. Now let's go ahead and do a blue on this orange. Yes. Nice. does want to sit, although I do see a little bit scratching back, but for the most part it does want to sit on top. Okay, nice. Alright, let's try the orange one on the green one. Okay. So far, so good. I can definitely layer on itself. So that's a good test, and that's actually very good to see, for me to see that and to feel it, because now I know I can use these. All right. Now this just doesn't want to deposit the same. I have to really kind of press in, and it still doesn't want to drop a full mark. You can see that it kind of doesn't want to mix. However, this does it better. Right, that more of that color is going to sit on there. Now let's get a couple layers going. Okay, so I got the blue, then I got the green. All right, let's see if we can get that green bright again. Make that green bright again. All right, there we go. Oh, the blue's coming through, but that's no problem. All right, now let's see if we can put an orange on top of all that. So now we're going to the third layer, and we're able to kind of do it. Kinda. It's working, kinda. I'm able to get there. If I got to really kind of build it up, but I can kind of get to that, back to that orange again almost. So that's pretty good. Let's go over here. Let's try this blue on the orange. Some of these colors just feel thicker, or they just feel more creamier than others, which is interesting to kind of experience that feel. Okay, there's the blue on the orange. Let's go with the green now on top of all that. And it's able to get there. There is a little bit of scratch back happening. I can see some of that orange being, or some of that blue being scratched off with the orange underneath, and then I'm just depositing the green right into it. But it's working. I can make that work. That one seems to be working too. Some of these colors are a little softer than others. That's not really working all that well. Okay. So, first experience with these is these guys are definitely softer. You can feel them when you're using them. I can just feel the way they move as they glide easier. They cover better on the paper. They do blend out nicely, and I'm able to layer on itself. I'm able to add more colors onto it, right? It's very important if you want to build up your color and build up layers. You want to be able to layer on itself. And these seem to be performing pretty well for all that. Okay, so I like these. Now, the next step would be to do a full painting of them. And that's going to be coming actually very soon. In fact, actually might be right now. I got to figure out what I'm going to paint. Probably another wave painting. Let me look at these colors again to make sure I got all the things I'm going to need. I mean, can't go wrong with 48. That's plenty enough to do a painting with. There's plenty of colors here to play around with. Some of these sticks, you know, when I look at them, you can almost feel the oil on it. There's kind of a greasy oil feel on some, not all, especially there's a blue one here. Well, it's shiny, and when you touch it, it's like slick oil feel. Alright, but that's okay. We can deal with that. I like getting messy. You might have to wipe those with a towel or something. Alright, let's give these a go. Let's do a painting with one of these, and I'll show some of it on my YouTube, but the whole thing is going to go on my Patreon. But this one at least will go for both platforms. So you guys out there who've mentioned the Haiya brand, thank you. Thank you for turning me on to these. I'm glad I bought this set. And I'm a sucker for buying stuff like this, but oh, it's just now part of my full arsenal, and I'm going to go ahead and give these a go. I'll do a 100% Haiya painting, and we'll see how it works out. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching.